Daniel Dubois was having a party hours before the second fight against Oleksandr Usyk at Wembley. This is absolutely insane. This is mind-blowing. I thought it was a joke until I saw the footages and I thought, oh my goodness, this is just crazy. So let me get this straight, right? You're having the biggest fight of your career. You're having the most important fight of your career. You are in the most incredible fight that you will ever be in your career. You are fighting for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world, and you're fighting no one other than one of the greatest fighters we've ever seen in a ring. And you have a party before the fight. How can you be this unprofessional? How can you be this careless? It seems Daniel Dubois did not take Usyk seriously. Don Charles said this was not a party, but rather a gathering. What sort of gathering is that, Don? Was it a church service? Was it people from church at Daniel Dubois' house? Were they praying for him? Were they reading Bible verses there? I mean, it was 70 people in that house. So what sort of gathering contains 70 people? It's just crazy. Frank Warren did not want to comment about it because he said that he needs to have conversation with Daniel Dubois' dad and Daniel Dubois and the whole team. There is a serious problem in Daniel Dubois' camp. Like, seriously, I am not a man to question another man's relationship with your son, but Daniel Dubois' father needs to look at himself in the mirror, because what is going on is only damaging to his son's career. According to reports, they had a party before fighting Anthony Joshua at Wembley. Now, fighting Anthony Joshua is totally different to fighting Oleksandr Usyk. When you're fighting Oleksandr Usyk, you have to be at your best in every step of your preparation. And it's clear that Daniel Dubois did not take Usyk any seriously. Daniel Dubois thought that he was going to go in there and he's going to throw that right hand and knock Usyk out and then go back home. Because having parties before getting in a ring to fight the most important fight you will ever fight in your life is just absolutely incredibly insane. Look, I don't know whether Daniel Dubois is making his own decisions. I mean, he's 27, he lives at home with his father and his family, which is quite normal. But if Daniel Dubois is able to make decisions, he needs to look at his father and he needs to have a very honest conversation with his father, because his father put on this party. And when I look at the clip, I actually know some people in that party. I saw a Nigerian comedian that I know and he was in there. So I was thinking to myself, how is a Nigerian comedian randomly in Daniel Dubois' house having a party hours before Daniel Dubois is about to take on the hardest opponent that he will ever take? This was just careless. This did not make any sense. This did not help Daniel Dubois in his preparation. This would not have helped Daniel Dubois in any way, shape or form. And his team needs to look at themselves and they need to think very carefully as to what they do next. Not that it matters anyway, because Daniel Dubois was not going to win this fight against Oleksandr Usyk. Forget about it. I know a lot of people are making excuses because he was at a party, because he was not focused. And also, according to reports, when he got to the stadium, his entourage was not allowed in the stadium, and Daniel Dubois' father said if the entourage were not going to be allowed in the stadium, he was not going to let Daniel Dubois fight. And as a result, Daniel Dubois stayed outside the stadium for a long time before he was let in. This doesn't make any sense at all. And what it did was hinder Daniel Dubois' preparation for the fight. But as I said, it would not have made any difference, because it does not matter which Daniel Dubois turned up on the night. He was always going to get stopped. He was always going to get beat by the better man in Oleksandr Usyk, because simply Usyk is better than Daniel Dubois in every facet of the game, in every facet of boxing. Guys, get in the comment section and let me know what you think about this party that went on in Daniel Dubois' house hours before the Oleksandr Usyk fight. Did it hinder his chances against Oleksandr Usyk, or did it not matter at all what Daniel Dubois did before the fight? He was always going to lose against Usyk. Get in the comment section and let me know what you think about it. My name is Bright. This is the Bright Show Podcast Boxing. If you enjoy boxing content, then please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and leave your comments in the section below. I'll see you guys on the next one.